Are you ready? Is it record? God damn. Just touched by Jesus right there.
Listening to the Munson Project.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I appreciate you guys tuning in for the second episode of the Munson Project. Today's guest is very special. He's a man of mystery and many talents. The type of dude you want to slam beers with and run off into the sunset. His middle name is Humble, and I'm very excited to have him on the podcast. You may know him as the vocalist from Cerebral Incubation. I know him as Andrew the fucking man. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode with Andrew as much as you like my shirt. I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to subscribe and follow the podcast and enjoy this episode. Welcome, dude. This is fucking the future, man. You know, it's crazy. So what the hell's going on? What the hell you been up to?
Just work, hanging out, just doing my thing. You know, we've been jamming the last few weekends, doing our thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Other than that,
did you work the whole way through this?
Yeah. Being a truck driver, we don't stop. So
yeah. That's kind of how my wife was. She's basically in the restaurant business, and she worked like the whole way through. I was off for like 2 or 3 weeks. It was cool, I guess. You know, I mean, but yeah, dude. But so how long you been like truck driving and shit?
Truck driving, it's going on just about 8.5 years now.
Yeah, so you enjoy it though, right?
I enjoy it. I mean, I originally went to school, high school and a middle school, or high school and a college, I should say,
Gotcha.
to do welding. I wanted to be a welder. I actually even tried to join the Navy to be an underwater welder, but I already have 2
years. Shit's intense.
Right?
Yeah. That sucks, dude. But like that would be a hell of a fucking job, dude. Because you dive deep too, right? And you like repair the ships and gas wells that they need. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm a junkie when it comes to stuff like that, like something that's always risk taking. So
right,
I'm always about it.
And oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. I mean, you might as well have fun at work, right? You know, like. But like, I used to do this one gig, dude. I kind of missed it because it was a pretty good gig. I worked in this fucking warehouse in the middle of nowhere, and like we welded just the big fucking wells. And it was like me and this old like fucking Harley dude that was like an old leather belt, but he was like solid, and he was a hell of a worker. But we we'd go in at like 11 o'clock at night and work till like maybe 8:30 in the morning. And dude, it was just like me and him, and he weld on it. I'd pull into the sandblasting station. It was tight, dude. Because like by the time we got there, their workers were there until we got there. So it was like bullshit with like these dudes that were welding beams and shit like that. Because like I didn't know anything about like drafting or crazy blueprints and shit. So like it was kind of cool to see all that shit, you know. It's just like a whole different world, man. You know, whole different world. It's crazy. Right. So where's the most you've ever driven, like in one trip?
In one trip, all the way from Sacramento to upstate New York.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, how long did that take you?
2.5, 3 days. I mean, driving 11, 12-hour days, you know. They only recommend doing like 10 because of the DOT law and whatnot, you know. And 10 hours, you'll definitely be on track compared to doing your whole 14. But, yeah, I mean, I do at least 11, 12 hours. I mean, I do in-town driving now, so I don't drive completely over the road anymore. I'll go to Utah or Arizona every once in a while, but...
Right. Well, that's not bad, dude. That's a pretty good gig to have. Just keep it local, you know?
But, right. Every night.
Yeah, dude, that shit's got to kill your back after a while, though, right? Like just fucking bouncing on the road?
So, well, when I was sitting on my wallet, I started creating a sciatica, so I had to change my wallet situation. But
Right.
other than that, stretching every morning and just, trying to do yoga definitely helps. I mean, sitting all damn
Fuck
day.
yeah. Yeah, dude. I've learned that yoga is key in aging, man. As I've
Right.
gotten, older, and like I do granite work, so like I lift huge fucking countertops all day. And it takes like one bad move and I'm fucking down for 6 months. So I've been like lucky, but yeah, I I definitely think that helps, dude. Even if you do like 10 minutes a day, dude, like what the hell are you gonna do when most people are just looking at their phone very first thing in the morning? It's like take 10 minutes and stretch,
Right.
dude. You'll feel 100 times better. But so you
Exactly.
guys working on any new dams or anything, dude?
Yeah. With Cerebral, we're working on a EP at the moment. We're going to do a 5-song EP because all of our recordings have been full lengths, even though
Right.
they're under like 20 minutes. But
Right. Yeah.
yeah, we're doing a 5-song EP. We plan on doing a music video
Hell
with
yeah.
one of the songs. And I don't know, we'll do something in
Oh yeah, dude.
the future. Hopefully, shows will start running back normally. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
about
dude.
standing around and just watching.
Yeah. So how do you feel it's gonna be in the future for shows? Do you think it's gonna be like normal? It's gonna go back to everybody just doing the same thing, or do you think it's gonna get a little hectic?
I think it's going to get a little hectic, because at first people are going to like be at shows and they're going to want to like chill and
Right.
watch for a second. But once they start hitting those beats that everybody just like, oh, I got to do something,
Right.
it's pretty much going to be a riot in there because you're going to have
Yeah.
security trying to stop you, and we just there's no stopping, especially when it comes to metal music. Like there's no
Nah,
stopping
dude.
doing what you're doing.
No, those kids have so much pent up anger, dude. There's no way in hell you're stopping those kids.
Right?
But that's
And
that that's that's kind of how I felt it was going to be. Like it would be normal to a sense, but I feel that they're going to have so many like rules and regulations to it now, where it's either going to it's either going to push people into it, where all these people are just tired of sitting around and they just need an escape from everything that's happening in our fucking strange world right now. But
right,
it's either going to be good for that, or just people are just not going to risk it, because they're like, well, I can't even go to a show and escape because they have all these rules and regulations now. So I don't know, man. I just want to get out there again. It's weird, you know. It's just weird. Like it's weird that I've had to like do these things like Zoom. Like I can't even have people in my house. It's just weird, man. It's a weird time, you
right.
know. But
Yeah.
that's tight, dude.
It's with states opening up, it seems like people are just like, oh, it's over with. We don't have to worry about stuff. And
Right,
in the long run, like, yes, you do gotta still worry about it. I mean, it's not completely gone. It's just
right.
we're
I'm
trying to maintain it still.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm kind of waiting for now that just like you said, everything's opening up. I'm waiting for like maybe a second outbreak, dude. Where everybody's gonna get back in their normal swing, and then it's just gonna be like right back at it, dude.
Right. And that second one, it's
But
always the second one that's always the worst. So
oh yeah, because like a lot of people don't know that like diseases they like mutate and adapt. So like within the very first year, they're still like kind of trying to figure out who the fuck they are. They're like a high school kid or whatever. But yeah,
right,
like it's always the second wave that's the worst, dude. So I mean, I would like to go back to a normal life, but I mean, it's pretty fucking normal. But just
right,
like having all the extra shit, like chilling with your friends, not giving a fuck. Like
right,
now, it's like, dude, you're just out and about, and you're always like watching people. It's just a weird scene now, man. You
right.
know, it's very weird.
So
It's very weird,
I
dude.
don't know. I personally, for me, like I was up and down with this whole situation when it came to like being safe and whatever, listening to the news. And for me, I had to literally stop listening to what they had to say, because in reality, if you think about what they're saying on the news and whatnot, like some of it, like it makes sense at first, but then later on, they're just all like, "Oh, we had it wrong," and we're all like, "I can't listen to you anymore. I just can't. I got to do what's best for me, and I'm not going to do what you want me to do. I'm going to do what I need to do," and that's my whole perspective on the whole thing. So I don't know.
Yeah. Like I did the same thing, man. Like when I heard about it and like we were going into quarantine, I was just like, I just need to separate completely from this, because like you just see it like on all the social medias, everything, dude. It was like as I'm watching YouTube videos, it like pops up and it was like everywhere. And it was just like I just felt, okay, if this was real, even if it, like I just wanted to make sure I was safe, make sure my wife was safe and my dogs. And that was it. Like I wasn't trying to like dig into it, investigate it, or like just let it kind of like kind of obligate my whole life, the way I was living. Because I was just like, dude, this is stupid shit, man. How am I gonna listen to some dude that doesn't even know what anything is? It's crazy. And there's too much information now. You don't know who to turn to.
Right. Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
a
dude.
battle with actual realism, and then with the conspiracies too. And my pops is a conspiracy theorist, and I mean, a lot of the conspiracies actually make way more sense than what they're saying on the news and whatnot. I'm not saying that it's true. I don't know what's true. I'm not there making the plans or whatever. The only people that know are the people that were there originally and ever happened. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we just live in a little bubble where they want us to be afraid. That's how I feel.
Seriously, dude. No, dude, totally on board. Like, I'm a super, well, I wouldn't say big conspiracy theorist. I was like, I I liked the theories of them. But yeah, I watched one video, dude, and it was like it was basically talking about that Japanese scientist that like bought the shit off these dudes in South Carolina that were messing with the SARS virus, and like that was the one that like, okay, that's probably real, like that probably happened, compared to like, oh, it just appeared, some dude with bats, it's like, but like a lot of people don't realize is that like a lot of indigenous people eat this shit all the time, man. So like, how's one dude in China? I don't know. I'm with you, man. It just didn't make sense. It was just like at this point, I'm just gonna fucking make my own story and be like, yeah, that's what I believe,
Right.
Because that's what everybody else is doing.
Totally with that. Totally with
It's stupid, dude. It's dumb, but yeah. So how'd you end up joining this band, dude?
Cerebral, well, they'll tell a different story, but I met them at a house show.
Oh, nice.
I actually literally met them at a house show, and they were playing, and it was Condemned when Angel and Forrest were in there. Inherit Disease was headlining, and then Emma Gordis from Switzerland was playing, and it was Randy from Street's house.
Oh, wow.
It was a huge turnout, and we were just kegering it up. And I remember being in the kitchen, and I was doing like vocals in the kitchen, and Ricky and Mark were standing there, and they were like, "Okay, cool." And this is when they were just writing Asphyxiating album with Vince, and which Vince is a major influence on me, because he created the band. He made the band what it was to this day.
Really solid vocalist, dude. Really solid vocalist. Yeah.
But how I joined was like Vince was having his own issues, and he kind of took off, whatever. And the band wanted to keep going, Ben, Ricky, and Mark. So we were actually at a Suffocation show. I think Decrepit Birth was playing or whatever. And they already tried out like 5 different vocalists. And, nothing was working. And they were just like, okay, if you want to do it. So that was 2009. And I think my first show was like beginning of 2010 with them.
Yeah.
And it's been it's been there ever since, man. And we just keep going with it, and we get such great expectations from everybody. Just like everybody hailing us with all these praises, and we're just like you guys. We just want to make music and hang out.
Yeah, it isn't that like the craziest feeling though? Like you got people all over the world that are just like they would cut off their arm just to get in the same room with you. Like that's the weirdest feeling ever, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, I get messages almost every single day with people just like, "Oh, you are such a huge influence." So like, I'm so grateful, and it's a great feeling. It keeps me going to have people tell me that.
Right.
It's like,
Oh yeah,
just like
absolutely.
everybody else, man. I just want to hang out, have a good
Yeah,
time.
you know. Yeah, I just happen to like to burp into a microphone, but let's crack some beers, dude. You
Right.
know,
And I'm just making friends
that's
on the
hilarious.
way. So I mean, and then I don't know, Cerebral Engorgement, which is
Bro, hell yeah.
my buddy Mikey. I mean, he started it as like a one man thing, and then of course he's had a couple band members here and there. But
Yeah.
I mean, his Carlos from I can't think of his record label right now. He's in LA.
What was that, Gore House?
Yeah, Gore House. There you go.
Yeah.
If Carlos is watching, I apologize. But he he put him on Las Vegas Death Fest. He needed to find a lineup. And so, of course, he plays in Splattered with Travis. Now, Travis and I talk every single day. And
Yeah.
he asked me, and then we're good friends with Andreas from Cephalotripsy, and he was on board because Andreas just loves doing anything and everything. And
Yeah,
then,
he's an amazing guitarist, dude.
dude, amazing guitarist and like one of the funnest people you'll ever hang out with.
Yeah.
Angel, like hanging out with both of them at the same time is like almost overboard with fun.
Yeah, oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, he just totally seems like a really chill dude, and then Angel just seems like an angel in himself, you know, like just a
Right,
quiet dude, but he's very genuine, you know, very
right,
genuine. Yeah, dude,
right,
I've been listening to Cerebral Engorgement since MySpace days, dude.
right.
Like, he put out like these two demos, which I loved, and then he did the most recent one that was on Gore House, and it was like the shit, dude. So like when I heard you guys were going live, I lost it because like I never thought I would ever even have the chance, even if I didn't see it. Like I never thought he was gonna do it live again, you know. So like that's killer, dude.
Right.
I'm really happy about that because you guys got a pretty sick lineup, you know. And he's fucking killing it in Splattered right now, dude. Like,
Dude, his drumming skills in that band are just absolutely amazing. I mean, I went on tour with them.
yeah,
They did the tour with Ingested and Festival to Scourge, and that was a good time and just amazing, amazing. They're all
yeah,
amazing. Every single one of those guys.
yeah,
So
man. Like, I was really impressed with their new album because they got Mike and like Mike, his drumming style, just like you said, they took that whole band to the next level. You know, like they have sick ass guitar solos in it now. Like what? You know, like
right.
it's really good, dude. So I'm happy. So you guys like. I know you're what that Switzerland date got canceled or something, right?
It did. It did. Unfortunately, we were all bummed. We were all ready to go do our thing, but
Yeah, that sucks,
it
dude.
is. I mean, it's still on. It's still on. I mean, Sonia spent a lot of money, so I'm
Right.
making it a fact that we still do it and
Hell
keep
yeah,
on
dude.
end of the bargain. So,
Yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. So what's it like to play over in Europe, man? You guys been over there a couple times, right?
oh yeah, the first time was 2013. Denny from Pighead, Pighead.
Right.
He brought us out there for his first Berlin Death Fest, and that show literally blew my mind. Blew my mind. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shows that we played that blew my mind, but that just overwhelming. It's different. Everything's different. People jumping on
Yeah.
stage. People just want to like, you know, do their thing with you on stage
Right.
and just like hang out. And it's just
Yeah.
amazing. Europe in general is amazing. The crowds are so much different. I mean, here in the States, mostly just played Vegas and California. I mean, we did the little West Coast with quarter steps, and that was cool. I mean, one of my biggest dreams is to actually tour the United States. I know we're not going to get the same reactions as Europe, but at the same time, I want to see the crowd. I want to see the reaction of everybody because everybody's different. Like Houston and Chicago, turnouts, those are two of the cities that we played that were just mind-boggling, like insane.
Chicago doesn't fuck around, dude. Like when we played Chicago Death Fest, we were like, holy fuck, dude. Like that was probably the first time we've ever played for like, 1,500 plus people, It was insane. So I couldn't even imagine like Death Fest, because there's like even more fucking people, That's crazy, dude.
But
so what's one of your most memorable shows?
Oh man. I mean, the three that I brought up already: Berlin, Houston, and Chicago. Those are in my top three. But the Netherlands, when we played with the Cranius and Dynamite Abortion,
Jesus,
absolutely just but they were knocking stuff over, like it was insane.
Damn.
But I do have to say Switzerland, when we played this show here, where is it? With Bolt Thrower.
Oh shit, dude.
When we played that show, so what happened was we were on our way to the venue, and we found out that we as Cerebral Incubation are playing above Bolt Thrower, because in Europe they always put the headliner a little further down on the list because they get too drunk and they want to see the headliners, so they put them a little lower than the people above them. And we're just like, right after Bolt Thrower, like what's going on here? And what's so memorable, I wish I took a video or a picture or something, because Bolt Thrower had the whole room overfilled, completely overfilled. And after they got off stage, there was probably about I think there was probably about 2,100 people in there.
Damn.
And literally a quarter of the crowd left after they got off.
Shit.
Just a quarter. So I mean, like, we're still talking about 1,600 people staying just
That's still a lot of fucking people. Yeah.
Right. And then the two bands after us, they had like 20 people or whatever, and it was just mind-boggling, like how much people wanted to see us, even going after Bolt Thrower. Like that was the most memorable thing I've ever.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty fucking epic.
Right.
Bolt Thrower, like, how many bands can say that, dude? That's nuts.
So
what band really got you? That's insane, though, man. Like, that would never even would have guessed, dude. That's crazy. So if you could pick one album that really got you into metal and made you want to be like, dude, that's kind of what I want to do, what album would you say?
Any type of metal or just death metal?
Yeah, dude, it's totally free range. Just because we're in death metal bands doesn't mean we always listen to death metal.
Right. I mean, what got me into metal in general was the first Slipknot album.
Dude, I feel that's like within our age range. I feel like that was everybody's like complete stepping stone. Like their whole self-titled was like so aggressive and mint, dude. Like, yeah, I just feel like that's.
I heard them on the radio, and this is when I was like recording songs on the tapes because I couldn't get the album, so I'd like hit record and.
Hell yeah, dude.
And we were just like, I heard Slipknot on the Wait and Bleed song, and I loved it. And my parents didn't want me having the album because it was parent advisory, so I was hiding it. And it was amazing because that same year, 1999, I went to my first Slipknot show, which is, I think there was their second show here ever in Las Vegas at the House of Blues. And their show was the one that got me into metal because they literally were jumping off the balcony into the crowd, They were setting stuff on fire. I remember Sean the clown was masturbating in his jumpsuit. Like,
Hell
it
yeah,
was
dude.
absolutely insane. And that's what I was just like, this is my music. This is
Yeah.
it.
Dude, I was watching this interview about them, and they were talking about how Sean needed to like chill out with his antics because like apparently in the beginning he had this whole thing where he took like a barrel and like he would jump headfirst in the barrel, and then like Chris or Sid would come over and just like completely kick the barrel over or hit it with a pipe. Well, I guess they were playing show, and when he did it, the dude that like brought the barrel out totally forgot to empty it, so it had like that much water in it, enough to like submerge his head and shit, and he like jumped in it, and he totally said he was like underwater for like maybe 6 to 10 seconds, dude, and he's like, I thought I was dying there, bro. I thought I was dying, never, but dude, like they were like ride or die, man, you know. They were
Right?
ride or die back in the day, dude. And then they had like the sickest mask and shit, and I don't know, man. They were just they were something different, man. I would have to say another
Right.
band, dude, that really got me into it was like obviously like Mudvayne was all right, but dude, like I kind of feel like Kitty doesn't get enough recognition.
Right.
Like they had that one good song, and then like they kept doing shit, but that's just one band I don't hear enough of, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've seen Kitty a couple times live in here at Vegas, and I mean, it was cool. I mean,
Yeah,
their first album, I'd give it to them, and then the second one, there was
after
a
that,
couple
dude.
good songs, but I mean, there was the lineup when you change lineups, especially when it comes to the musician wise, not completely the vocalist, but I guess the
Right.
vocalist. But to me, guitar and drums are like a hitter when you change lineups, and just like it changes the whole thing.
Oh yeah, because it's definitely the backbone of the band, you know. And they had they had that one girl die, or I don't know. They had a bunch of shit, dude. But that
Right.
that was definitely just one of them, you know. That I don't know. A lot of people don't talk about, but I apparently like the drummer's like a real estate lady now. Like she sells houses and shit. I heard about that.
I
That's,
I lost
that's
track of
yeah,
folks.
that's right.
They don't get enough recognition, so I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
even.
dude.
But
Like
yeah, I
I
mean,
just have this. It's crazy. I just have this one weird buddy that's like obsessed with '90s metal, so he hits me with all these weird random facts that I really don't care about, you know. But you
it's nice to
know,
know. I love music facts, man. It's just like
yeah. He's just totally filled with them. I'm like, yeah, cool, dude, you know.
right,
But
right. I mean, a big
uh,
one for
uh,
me with changing wise was Chimera as well. Chimera, I loved every album up to what is that album called? The Reincarnation or whatever it was called, with the fly looking thing on the front of it. I mean, I
I,
liked all their albums up to that one, other than the one
yeah,
with the self-title. I didn't like it because they switched the drummer, and that was the
oh
one
wow,
album they switched the drummer, and then the drummer came back, and then after that album, everybody started falling off, and the whole sound changed.
wow, yeah, that
I,
that sucks. The one album I really loved for them, I can't even remember the name. It was the one with like, it was a blue cover and it had like that metallic claw on it looking thing.
right.
Dude,
I think there was a second album, right?
that was a banger, dude. Like I used to play so much Xbox like to that in my room, dude. It was
Right.
amazing. And I'm pretty sure they're from like Cleveland, Ohio or something. I
Yep.
think.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I got the
crazy, man.
DVD, so I think I know.
Yeah, I would hope so, dude. I would hope so. But yeah, that band is solid, dude. Like that album was really fucking good. You know, they were doing stuff that a lot of people weren't doing. You know,
Not at
it's
all,
nuts.
man.
You know. So when did you? All right. So I'm gonna get into the BMX now. Okay, we covered our music. Uh, so when did you start riding?
Uh, when I started really riding, because when I first started getting the bikes and BMX, like me and my buddy would go down the street and we'll put soap on the curb and we'll like slide our back tires against the curb and call it
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah, dude.
when I first started riding, getting into tricks, doing 180s, 360s, bunny hop tail whips and shit, I was 13 going on 14. So 8th grade going into 9th grade. And it
Nice,
was
dude.
huge impact on my life.
Yeah.
I did it every single day. Like, you could not keep me off my bike. I would even like skip school sometimes and just go ride. Like,
Hell yeah, dude.
and then, actually, I busted out my magazine here that I was in.
Hell yeah, dude.
I was in BMX Plus. I don't know if you should see
Damn,
that.
dude.
This magazine came out in 2008. 2008. So
Damn, dude. I probably had that joint too, because I used to raid the Chiefs down by my house, and they would always have BMX Plus, dude. So I was like on it, bro.
Right.
But that's tight, dude. Do you guys have like a big BMX scene in Vegas or no?
It's pretty big. I mean, we got TJ Lavin, we have Ricardo
Yeah.
Laguna. I see. Well, when I was riding a lot, Corey Anastasio would come out all the time.
Nuts,
We have
dude.
Ryan Mills, which is coming out of the works again because he was professional when Premium first came out, and he kind of fell into a bad habit, and now he's coming back and he's recreating himself again. So
That's good, man.
yeah, BMX is pretty big out here. It's pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
you got LA that's only 4 hours away. So
Right. And you guys have that beautiful weather all the time, man. So why
right.
not?
I mean,
You know?
117 degrees if you think that's nice.
Woo! Dude, my wife's trying to move us to Arizona, man, and I was looking at the temperature. I don't know if I can do it, dude. That's fucking hot, bro.
Yeah, Phoenix definitely gets a lot hotter than Vegas for sure.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for all that, dude. But
right. I mean, Phoenix has a good metal scene and a good BMX scene. So
that's crazy, man. Yeah.
So I'm talking to my buddy Brandon from the Crambulant like every day lately. I don't know if you know the Crambulant or all.
Huh. I don't actually.
They only came out with one album. They kind of fell out, but he's kind of in little secret works, trying to get it back together, trying to do things. He does a whole drum machine thing. One of the greatest vocalists. He did vocals on the second song off our latest album.
No shit.
The Cotton Ball song, the second
Right.
one. So he's the one that's
crazy,
doing,
man.
like, those weird ass vocals that I don't understand how he does it.
Yeah.
I would think he'd use a pitch shifter, but he doesn't. It's just his voice. I don't know how
Dude, I don't know how people do that, man. Because like I've always wanted to mess around with like a pitch shifter, but then like I just want to be one of those people that just doesn't even use it.
Right.
Like that's more harder to me. And there's some people out there that just I don't fucking understand that, dude. Like, do you have like 4 throats, dude? Like I don't understand it. It's like, what are you doing? Like the dude from fucking Gutlax and even the dude from the Dark Prison Massacre. Like, how do you do that, dude? I just don't get it. There's probably like a vocal secret society that we don't even know about, dude, and they're just like those people that like Bellatone or whatever.
Exactly.
It's nuts.
But
So what was your very first BMX bike, dude? I had a Mongoose. It was super terrible. So I completely started out on that, And then I moved up to a Haro Zippo, and then I got a metal bike after that,
if you want to take it far back, I mean, when it came to riding, when I actually started getting into riding, it was a General Lee. But before that, I had a Red.
Okay.
And I mean,
that's back when they were like making, like the Red Lines were making racing bikes, and then they eventually did the BMX thing.
Right. I forget what Red Line I had, but the General Lee, I was my first, and that thing was a tank. I had a motorcycle chain on it, 48 tooth sprocket, And I think I weighed it one time, and it was almost like 50 pounds.
Dude, I was just gonna say it was probably like 52, something like that. Yeah.
Right? But, I could still bunny hop with it, probably a good like 3 feet.
Oh yeah, dude.
Now
Like,
the bike I have weighs nothing, and you can
right.
bunny hop 6 feet with it.
Yeah, like it's just crazy how much it's changed, dude. Because like I remember, like a good bike frame. If you were gonna buy it from like Dance Comp, you would look for like maybe 7 pounds at the maximum, dude. And that was like that was heavy because you had like the General Lees that were like 8 pounds, and you had the ones that were kind of a little heavier than that. Now they're like 3 ounces, dude. It's like bunny hopping a teacup now,
Right?
But it's completely changed the entire sport. Like it's changed so much since from when me and you were doing it, like watching
Right.
Van Homan do a bar spin to an ice pick to a bar spin out was like the most insane thing. Now these kids are like backflip tail whipping off a curb. It's insane,
Right.
It's
Yeah, it's
it's
nuts.
nuts.
I'll
Like,
never get to that point.
no, dude. Like I'm just at the point where like I just enjoy riding, and like I'm lucky. I have a little like in our town. I have like this little skate park and stuff, and it's totally free. But like the key is you have to get there at like 8 in the morning, because if not, all the kids will come out with their scooters, and which is
Right.
cool. But it's just like I don't ride brakes, so if I'm going, dude, I'm going, bro. But yeah, and but yeah, it's just it's nice, but I've always been just a street rider, dude. Like I don't know about yourself. Do you prefer street or park or
Oh,
dirt?
street all the way. I mean, riding to different spots and trying to figure out what to do with this bank to this rail to whatever. Like that was
Yeah,
my thing. Like dirt was cool, but I sucked at it completely.
yeah,
And park's nice when you have like a little street course and you have like stuff to practice on. But going out and actually riding through the streets is the way to do it.
yeah, dude. Like I when I was growing up, like that's all we had. We never really had a skate park until I got older. But like I've always liked it because just like you were saying, you were like creating your own lines in your head. Like you'd be like, all right, I want to hop manual to 180 to like, do something to land on this ledge and keep it going. So there was always that, and it would always push you to get better because there's, unlike in a park where everything is planned out and like, it's all about flow and rhythm, where streets, like you have objects and obstacles to even like conquer to even get close to doing this trick. Like if you want to, grind down this handrail, you have to like run up these steps, jump on your bike. You have 2 cranks before you get to the pedal. Where like compared to a skate park, you just drop in and you fucking have all the speed in the world. You're going so fast you can probably time travel. So
Right.
I don't know. I enjoy park a lot, but not the same as street because, dude, Edwin De La Rosa was like my fucking hero, dude. So I was just like, I love the street. This kid's flow is like phenomenal, man. So
Right.
I was definitely a street rat, dude, for sure.
Yeah, Edwin De La Rosa definitely, when he first came out, he changed the whole world when it came to street
Yeah,
riding
dude.
and whatnot. But now you got people like, I don't even remember any new names really, but they just completely kill it completely. And it's
Yeah.
like, where did you even find the way to do stuff like that?
Yeah, dude. Like I kind of follow like 2 new riders, and that's really all I know. Like Garrett Reynolds is probably one of the best riders I've ever watched, and there's this other kid named Ty Merrow. I'm pretty sure he's on the same team as Garrett, but he's another one that's like insane, man. Like I watched this dude fucking hop up like an 8-foot wall, dude, tail whip on the wall because it was slanted like this. So he hopped up, tail whipped this, and then came back down, and I was just like, what? Like it's crazy.
Right? It's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah. Did you ever get like sponsored and shit like that?
I wouldn't say I was sponsored. I was friends with people that were, were sponsored, whatever. Or they were
Right.
already manager of a team, whatever. So I would get free stuff. I would get free pants, shirts, shoes, this and that.
Oh
I
yeah.
was never actually sponsored, but I still rode with like some of the best, and I got some free stuff out of it all the
Yeah.
time. But then once I started calming down on the riding, they everything stopped.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So what made you slow down?
well, two major things. One, life in general. Like
Right.
I wasn't making any money riding. I had bills. Like I had to work, and
Yeah.
drinking slowed me down quite a bit.
Okay.
I got to
Yeah.
the point where we would go ride with like 20 people, and we would ride. I would ride for like maybe an hour and a half, and he was all like, "Okay, let's go party."
Right. Yeah.
And that was probably my biggest fall. And
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, man. I mean, the same thing kind of happened to me, dude. I was born and raised in a real small town, and like we had one skate park that everybody in my high school that uh skated and rode. Like we built it in this dude's barn, so like everybody could have something to do. Because if not, dude, you're doing drugs, you're fucking some chick, and you're gonna get her pregnant. Like those are your two options, dude. So weigh it. So like I left for Pittsburgh. I was like, I'm gonna go to college or whatever, because like that's the least I can do for my grandparents. That's all my grandma asked was like, just go to college, just try it. So anyways, blah blah blah. I brought my bike and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna be in Pittsburgh all the time. Like, so many spots have been on these videos that I'm gonna shred, right? And like I didn't really have anybody to ride with, which was like detrimental because like it's cool to ride by yourself, but like you kind of feed off the energy of somebody else riding with you. And like dude, I just lost all motivation, and like I was a fucking lame kid, and I was totally straight edge till I was like 19, because all I did like you was ride my bike, like didn't do anything else, wasn't worried about pussy, wasn't worried about drugs, alcohol. I just want to fucking ride, dude. That was it. And like so like I was in college, I was partying, dude, and then it was just like I tried to recover it, like a couple months. I would ride around, but it just like my creativity was gone. You could just tell like my mind was somewhere else. It was like, this is cool, but like I'm over this. And I was like, I was trying to force it, dude. And I kind of felt like that by me doing that, I was killing it more than anything.
Right.
So
Yeah, I definitely know the
it
feeling.
just sucks, dude. Yeah, it sucks, man. Because like
Right.
the whole time I'm like, these are my two favorite hobbies, BMX and metal. It's like you don't want to give up any of those, but like at that point, it was like, what do you want to do? Do you want to ride or do you want to do this? So I just had to put it down, man, and it sucks though. But it's like you said, man, that's life. It's life.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that life hits you, man. Like some people can do it. Some people's like, look at well, I mean, he's not really a good example. Matt Hoffman. Matt Hoffman's
Right.
like in his 60s, whatever. But I mean, he made it a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And people like you and me, that's just like go to day job every single day and then still try to ride afterwards. I mean, some people still do it. I mean, I got
Yeah.
friends that are in the 40s that do it. They go to work and then right after they'll go ride, and they still just got that energy to do it. I work 60-hour weeks, and I'm just all like, I don't want to do
Yeah,
this.
dude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, dude. Like I don't want to do anything after work all the time, and then I do have to do shit, and then after I do that shit, I'm just like, fuck that, dude. Like
Right.
for me to do it, it's kind of like, all right, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to the skate park, or I'm gonna go street riding on the 19th of May. Like I'm scheduling it like a fucking old man. Like that's not how it's done. You're supposed to just get on your fucking bike and go, dude. I'm not making a dinner date here.
That's how,
But
I mean, that's exactly what I do. I make a plan. I'm making it a thing. And then somebody goes, oh, we're going to go do this instead. I'm like, okay.
yeah, like I'm looking for any excuse. You know, I'm hitting on my wife. She's like, "Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not doing it." I'm like, "Come on, dude. We'll go to the store. I don't care." You know, like picking up anything. And I'm like, this ain't right, dude. This ain't right at all, man. You
Right.
know, but
Yeah. My wife's been there since almost day one when it came to my riding. A lot of the photos that I have laying around my house, she took when I was like 16, 17 years old. And
damn, dude.
she knows about it, man. I rode from 13 to 22, 23 is when I started slowing down and not doing it
Yeah,
as much.
that's nuts,
So,
man.
right.
So you guys been together like ever since day one? How long you guys
Uh,
been together?
well, we've been married for a little over teenagers, and then we've just been friends ever since. And
Okay.
we were in relationships, and they weren't working out. And then once we figured out like it wasn't working out, we just started seeing each other.
Yeah,
So
dude, that's crazy how that shit happens, man. It's just like the universe keeps you around, but then it's just like it gives you experiences, and those experiences bring you back together. You know, it's nuts. Like, I met my wife. Like, I got out of a really bad relationship, and I hit her up on Tinder, dude.
yeah,
And I was like, I'm not gonna really find anybody on Tinder, dude. And then like we ended up talking for like maybe 6 months, and then I completely finally got the balls to ask her out and shit. Completely embarrassed myself in this Chinese restaurant, dude. It was terrible. Like I don't know why she didn't leave me there. Like we went to, I took her to like this like expensive like it was basically like a sushi restaurant, and like she had like a coupon, so like I was like, cool, dude. I don't like sushi at all, but I like you, so I'm gonna go. You know, so like halfway through the date, dude, we're chilling at this booth, and their booths are built inside like the floor. Like you basically scoop and slide under the table, you know? And like bro, like afterwards I'm like, yeah, the date's going good, dude. Now make your move. Pull a John Travolta and go around and slide into her side of the booth, right? Great idea. Until I like realize that I'm like the clumsiest motherfucker in the world, dude. And I literally slip and like fall into his booth, and everybody in the restaurant turns around and looks at us. And I'm just like, yeah, terrible, dude. It was terrible. So
right.
ever since then, dude, she knows I'm extremely embarrassing. So, you know, it's great, man.
It's always a good time.
Uh,
Always a good time.
oh yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely, man. So where do you see yourself like in the future, man? What are just some of your accomplishments that you want to get off?
To have money, really.
True, dude. Like at this point, I'm just happy to have a savings account. You know,
Right,
like
right.
just $100 in it, bro. I'm good. You know.
I just a big accomplishment is just to live as long as I can, 90, 95. I always say I'm a Highlander because I'm a huge Highlander
Okay.
fan. So I'm just all like, I'm a Highlander when I live through everything until my head gets cut off. So,
Dude, those were the best fucking movies. I can't even lie to you, dude. I
right.
remember watching that shit as young and being like, "What, dude?" The dude shit flying out of his neck, dude. I was like, "This is great, man. It's amazing."
Right. So,
That's great, man.
I'm married now. I mean, I guess the next step is having children. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
completely on my bucket list, but I mean, I wouldn't mind it, especially with the wife that I'm with.
right.
But
Yeah,
other than
dude. That's those are some fucking reachable goals, dude. And then it's nice that you're like humbled about it. You know, you're like, I just want to fucking live a good life, man. That's it. You know, because at the end of the day, that's what it's really about. I feel like
right,
people get lost in bullshit sometimes, and you know, because I'm kind of the same way, man. I don't need any fancy shit. Like, I just want to hang out with my dog and chill with my wife and be happy. You
right.
know, that's where
So
I'm at in life.
that's all we can do, man. That's all we can do. I mean,
Yeah,
life is always short, so you gotta live it to the fullest sometimes.
Yeah, man. Because like I just always think of those people that lost it young, you know, and I'm like, come on, bro. Like there could be 1,000 more people that would love to have 10 more seconds of life, and you're out here just fucking doing nothing, you know. So,
Right. So I
yeah,
mean,
dude.
hopefully I can stick with music a little bit longer. You know, there's days where I'm just like, am I getting too old for this? Like, cause I still love
Yeah.
doing it. I don't get me wrong, but like sometimes I feel like I'm getting lazy with doing my vocal patterns, and like I don't know, but I still love
So
doing it.
would you? Yeah, because I get in those routes, dude. Like where I really debate if I just want to be like a studio project, you know.
Right.
Because like with work and shit, like it's tough to be like as creative as you used to be, you know. Like I'm just kind of figuring it out now. Like I know like my tempos and patterns and shit, but now it's like lyric writing. I'm kind of like getting drained, you know.
Right.
That's where it hits me because I'm like I have to fix all this shit at work, and then I come home and I'm just like, oh yeah, now I got to write a song about this, you know. It's just it's it's just a pain in the ass sometimes, and it shouldn't be, you know, because you know I got a good band. I shouldn't be complaining, but it's just normal shit, man. You know that a lot of people don't think about, you know.
Right.
But
I totally
so
agree.
would you ever consider just like just like studio work, like just recording your vocals at home? That's it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I've been doing a lot of guest vocals on a lot of things lately, so I mean, I'm already doing that, so I guess I wouldn't mind. I mean, I always think of Abominable Putridity. You know, they don't want to do
Yeah,
shows; they just want to record stuff. So,
yeah. I mean, if and they have such a huge following too, dude. It's crazy. But
right,
but like that would be like the smart way to do it, man. Because like you could totally just completely focus on the music, not have to worry about like, all right, so now we got this, now we got to play shows, now we got to print merch, now we have to do all this. You can just be like, fuck that, dude. I'm just gonna write music, you know. Like there wouldn't be any
right.
pressure to it. No, you can just
You know,
put it out there.
I mean, like I said, I talk to Travis from Splattered every day, and we talk about stuff like this. And I mean, for me, the best part about being in a band is going out and meeting the new people and getting the reaction that your band gets, and just having a few beers and hanging out all damn night and just
Yeah,
chilling. Like that's the best part for me. I mean, writing's cool. I mean, writing can be a headache though, especially like how we get. If there's
right.
pressure, like everything goes out the door because nobody wants to be pressured to
Oh
do
no,
anything.
dude.
So we wanna have fun with it, but
Yeah.
shows are for sure number one in my book.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever quit playing shows, dude. There's just something about it. Like just like you said, it's very euphoric. Like just the experiences you have, and like you meet people that you'd probably never ever meet again in your whole life, and you kind of cherish those little moments, even if like you talk to somebody for like 10 minutes. Like it's nuts. Like when I met Matt's from Cranium, like very first time I ever met him, I said hello to him, and then we talked for like 2.5 hours, you know. And it's like this is probably the only time I'm ever going to see this guy again. So like I'm cherishing this moment. And like when you're traveling in new spots with a band, you're like, it's a bonding experience, man. Like you're in this with everybody else, and like that's what really keeps me doing this personally. Like I enjoy like writing music and all that shit, but like I love the interaction with people. Just like you said, like watching somebody's interaction, like their face, like, and as vocalists, like we do this a lot where we scan people's faces. We're not like looking directly at them, but we see them, you know. And like when you totally see somebody off to the side, like giving you that mean mug, dude, it's like drinking a million Jaeger shots, dude. You're just fucking, you know,
Right,
like
right,
it's just something about it, dude. It's crazy what 30 minutes on stage will do to somebody. It's like a drug,
right.
man. You know?
It
Like at
is.
the end
It
of the
is.
day, that's what we're all getting back to. That we want to get back on stage. That's it. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, that's definitely my aspect on the whole thing, man.
Yeah.
And you're
Well, like, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna ask you this because we're gonna wrap up here soon. It's been an hour almost. I don't want to keep you, but so I'm probably gonna do a podcast with Travis and I think
I already know that.
Andrew's. Oh, okay, you're fucking on board. All right, so I can have you join in with us too, and we can just like all fucking hang out and bullshit if you would be interested in that.
Sure, man. I mean, you guys are doing
Hell
next
yeah.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, we can.
cool. And yeah, I apologize about yesterday, dude. I got everything completely set up. I was on time, dude. So I was like hyped, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, dude. Well, listen, man. I really appreciate you taking the time, and I'm glad you rescheduled for me. I appreciate that. But yeah, I had a really good fucking conversation. I'm usually super awkward talking to people, dude, and you're super easy. So I enjoyed our conversation.
I'm a total introvert. Like, I didn't even
Me
know if
too.
I had to bring my wife in here to talk because you were talking, she just starts talking.
Right, yeah. Dude, like, the whole reason I'm doing this is because I'm so awkward talking to people, and it's just like a therapy session for me, you know? Like, I'm basically just completely forcing myself to be like, all right, talk, you know? So, but yeah, dude, I appreciate it, and yeah, I definitely want to get you on with Travis because you guys seem really chill as fuck, so, and I would love to
Right.
talk to all you guys, so. But all right, brother,
Yeah.
I will let you go. And
Cool.
I appreciate it, dude. So enjoy the rest of your day, all right?
You do the same, man, and I will see you next week.
All right, brother. I'll catch you later, all right?
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too. Peace.
Later.